guys saw a difference in Morgan against Tennessee?
Definitely, she was just a leader. I mean, she was just telling everyone everywhere to go, and she was just very vocal with us. And that's what you like to see from a point guard. And she was just a leader for us against Tennessee.
And I think also just seeing her take over in the first quarter, we couldn't get our offense going really, and I don't really know what the problem was, but she really put it on her shoulders to make sure that we weren't going to get down, and she made it a point that she's an offensive threat too, and I think she just really, really got us going against Tennessee, which was good to see from her.
Was she louder vocally, or?
I think she was more focused with making sure everyone knew where they were supposed to be and getting them in the right place. Sometimes Morgan will just use hand motions, but I think we just saw everything with Tennessee, and that's a good sign to see from her.
Blair, do you see a difference in this team this year in comparison to the past couple of years in which girls are stepping up, including yourself, in key moments? Is there a difference this year than years past?
I think so. I think just with experience, we have a lot of experience with our junior-senior team, and I feel like we have two strings of offense that is really good. Our first five come in, they set the tone, and then we try and give them some fresh legs sometimes, and the second string comes in, and we keep that offense going. I feel like we have more confidence this year, which comes with experience, but I also feel like we get that confidence from each other because in practice we go against the second string goes against the first string, and it's really you don't have any choice but to get better when you go against great players every day. So it's speaking from both sides. They get better from us, we get better from them. So I feel like this year we have more confidence as a team, and we have just that spark off the bench where we aren't so nervous or tight or caught up in, oh my God, if I mess up, I might come out. This year, it's just, we're more focused, and we know, when I come in, I know what I'm coming in for, so.
What was your thoughts on that? Into the second quarter, I think you went on a 13-2 run, and mostly the second unit, and you had a couple big threes. What do you feel like y'all were able to add there at the end of the quarter?
I felt like we really shook Tennessee a little bit, especially with our zone that we threw at them. I think our second unit came in, and we were focused on not only keeping what was going good, but we were down at the time, so I think we knew that we had to fix a little bit of what might have been not so broken but not going so well on the offensive end. And I think when Tier came in and we started feeding her the ball and playing some good defense, things started shifting our direction, and we just got that momentum back for us.
Coach said Florida's going to like to trap and do a lot of things defensive. What have you seen from them so far? What challenges is that going to be Thursday night against Florida?
They play zone most of the game, and they love to trap. And they're really aggressive in their zone. So just working on zone this week, our zone offense, and moving the ball, and having a middle person, and just moving without the ball is going to be really important against them. And being aggressive in the zone, not settling for shots, and just attacking their zone is going to be really important for us.
Tompkin, do you notice a difference in not necessarily chemistry, but the roles that everybody's playing this year? Because Blair was talking about the players coming off of the bench and feeling comfortable. It just really seems that everybody has identified and accepted their roles about what is the best or strongest suit that they bring to the team. How much do you see that working so far?
I see it a lot. Everybody knows their role. Everybody knows what they're good at, what they're not good at. So I think everybody just, focuses on what they are good at. And, when they come in the game, they know exactly what they need to do. They know what needs to be fixed, what doesn't need to be fixed. So I think just, like she said, with experience, we've learned what our roles are and what does need to be done. And I think everybody has accepted them this year. So I think we're just so deep this year, and it's going to be hard to stop us just because we are so deep.
Blair, can you just talk about your role? I mean, I remember you doing all the same things in high school, taking charge, taking big shots. Just talk about, has this always been part of you?
Yeah, I think I've really gotten more confident, especially with my shot, and I think that comes from my teammates because they get really upset with me in practice when I don't shoot because that is what I'm here for. I shoot, and sometimes I lose confidence in myself, and they're just here to make sure that I know it doesn't matter if I miss one, because when I miss one, I'm like, oh crap, like I don't need to shoot anymore. But they're like, no, you get the next one, and you get 50%. Then you make the next one, and it's higher percentage. Like it's fine. So I just think that this year with me coming in and knowing that if I'm open, I need to shoot it, and our coaches always tell me that like I'm gonna have a small window, and that I need to take that window when I get it. And so I think with experience, especially in practice, our whole team has better defense this year, and so they help me realize when that window is, and it shows in games. And then defensively, I've just been really good about knowing where I need to be and help, and we've put so much focus on ball pressure and denying the ball, and so I know some of my team might pressure the ball a little hard, and so they might get beat sometimes, and I just want them to know that I'm going to be there if I'm in the game. And I think that they know now that if they get beat, somehow I always get run over, I always get a charge, so they're like, thanks for the help, or, so I think it just comes with experience as well, and just knowing your team more, so.
Blair, you've talked in the past couple of seasons about, being that person off the bench who's kind of expected to be the three-point shooter. Have the past couple of years just helped get you more comfortable knowing that that's maybe what is the most expected thing out of you, or is it maybe a little bit different mindset this season in the success that you're having?
I think that this year I'm just really understanding that it's okay if I don't have the mid-range shots, because I am smaller. I have to understand that my release needs to be quicker, so it's okay if I'm that three-point threat, because people are going to have to worry about me, and you know what, if people are closer on me, it's giving other opportunities for my teammates to drive the ball. So it's a lot that you have to think about, and I think just understanding that a good three-point shooter doesn't mean that it's limiting my game. It just means that it's helping out my other teams in ways that I hadn't thought about before. So I think that I'm still working on other parts of my game, but right now I'm focusing on my strengths and working on my weaknesses in practice, to where like in games, it'll keep getting better throughout our season. So.
Any other questions? All right, thank